Hi, I'm George Woodbury from College of the Sequoias in Visalia, California, and in this video we're going to talk about using the definition, the geometric definition for a parabola that opens to the left or right. The equation is going to be of this form, y squared equals 4px. So when the y variable is being squared, that's how we know that it opens to the left or to the right. But the x variable is not squared. We'll deal with what happens when they're both squared in a later section. If we can write the parabola in this form, then we know that the value of p will help us find the focus, p comma 0, as well as the directrix, x equals the opposite of p. Here, I've got y squared equals negative 16x. So that tells me that 4p equals negative 16, or p equals negative 4. Now, because that's a negative sign, that's going to open in the negative direction for a horizontal parabola. That's to the left. So start with the vertex, 0, 0. And I know that that's 0, 0 because I don't have y minus some number squared or negative 16 times x minus some number. It's just x and y. So that tells me it's at the origin. The focus, p is negative 4, so I move 4 in that direction. The directrix would be 4 in the other direction at x equals 4. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, if we move 2p above and below the focus, we get a couple more points on the graph. 2p is 8, so if we move up 8 and down 8, now I've got a start for this parabola. We can see this one's spread out a little more wide than some of the other ones that we've done. If you wanted to add more points, you could substitute a value for x and try to find the y that goes with it, kind of make a table. So for instance, I want to point like halfway between, actually, maybe I'll start with x equals negative 1. Y squared would equal negative 16 times negative 1, or 16. Take the square root of 16, I get y equals plus or minus 4. So I can get a couple of points there. I could do it with x equals 2 as well, but I'm going to have to use my calculator. X equals negative 2. Y squared would equal 32. Negative 16 times negative 2. And when I take the square root of 32, I could go to my calculator, but I'm going to tell you that it's roughly 5.6, plus or minus 5.6. So about here, negative 2, negative 5.6 about here. Now, we've got a lot of points to use to come up with a rough sketch of that parabola. So that's how we handle the ones that open left or right. In the next video, we'll take a look at what happens when the vertex is not at the origin.